Okay, so we're coming into a Leward drop scenario, and we're just going to do a standard pole forward and Leward drop. So as soon as you've got jib back up, that means you're good to clear as you go upwind. You've at least got some sails up for the upwind condition. You've then got the chocks back in here, which means you've at least got the mainsail set pretty reasonably for a decent upwind situation, and you can then tweak it as soon as you get on the breeze and set. So the next thing is to make the middleman's job a little bit easier. You've got to open the bag for him, and then you're set to start doing the drop. As the bowman, it's your responsibility to make sure the halyards are in good condition and they're good to run through the blocks. So always flake them. As you flake them, don't do coils, because coils tend to ride over each other and then you form a massive knot. And there's nothing to get a helmsman's tension up like a big knot in the spinnaker halyard. So the trick is flake it, either figures of 8 or just loop it back and forwards. That way, if you leave it on the deck, you know as soon as you fire the halyard, they'll run free. So coming into the bottom mark, you've got your spinnaker halyard flaked, your bow, you tell the middleman you're ready for the drop, he'll move to leeward, ready for the drop. So it's his job, he'll then fire the guy, the pole will rotate round the front of the boat, and the spinnaker will fly out to leeward. He's then going to start pulling. At this point, you've got to flare the halyard. You've got to make his job a little bit easier. He'll be gathering the foot of the spinnaker, dragging it down into the bag. Keep easing the halyard turn. As soon as it looks like he's got it under control, you want to go for the pole, because there's nothing worse than coming around the bottom mark with the pole still dangling out to leeward. So go pole off, the helmsman will ease the topper for you, and if you can, try and get the pole onto the foredeck by clipping the outer end through the bungee V's at the front of the boat, clipping the leeward end onto the shrouds. This is always the best thing to do because the pole is right then at your disposal as a bowman. When you're hiking out on the upwind rail, you've then got the pole right here for you to deal with.